Hello, everyone, and happy August. Let's talk about what we are going to work on this month within the membership. There are hundreds of skills, drills, choreography videos, so much to learn in the membership, and I really hope you check it out. I love it so much. The fact that I get to teach people all over the world how to skate is literally my dream come true. So I hope you check it out. I hope you love it. Please let me know if you have any questions. The membership is available on thatnicolefiore.com as well as on YouTube. And let's get into it. Week 1, we are going to start with drills 1, and that is on our balance. So balance is obviously very important when you are skating. We are on wheels, So 1 foot balance, we are going to be working on squats. We are going to be working on holding 1 foot up. I am obviously on a slight hill, so I started rolling. If I didn't have my balance, that would be a problem. Something that, since I am outside, I would like to talk about, if you can find grass, if you have a patch of grass like this that you can stand on, super, super helpful. So if you can find a rug, a patch of grass, something to stand on, that is super helpful when you are working on these balance things and working on skills where you don't want your wheels to roll out from under you. Next up, we will be doing a push and stretch video. Now, when you skate, yes, we can just roll like this and blah-de-da, like just roll. But if you want to get speed, we have to push. And there are many ways to push. You can push from a standstill in a T position. You can push while you are already rolling like this. We will work on all of that as well as stretching. So when you get a nice push to carry out that speed, you want to stretch. There are different ways of stretching. In artistic skating, we stretch at a nice diagonal. You can stretch as far as you want, but you have to make sure that your weight is over the skating leg. So we will cover all of that, and then we will go into our back cross. Now, a back cross, there's a lot of different things we have to think about with our weight, how we transition from 1 foot to the next, where we are putting our hips. We don't want to move them too much. So we will take everything we have worked on this week within the drills number 1, the push and stretch. We will take all of that into our back crosses because we have to make sure our core is nice and tight, our body is in the correct position to make sure that we don't cross and have our feet go out from under us. So that is what we will be working on in week 1. Our back cross will be our practice. Our main skill will be that push and stretch video. And now on to week 2. In week 2, instead of a straight up choreography video, we are going to be doing a footwork sequence. Now, this footwork sequence, I built it out in a skating rink. However, I teach it in my small studio. You may recognize where I'm at. I usually skate on the basketball courts, but it is the height of summer here and school is not started yet. So there are a lot of people out on the basketball court right now. And instead of showing up and be like, oh, it's not meant to be today, I walked a little bit and I saw this huge, all these little pathways throughout the park. And I was like, oh, I can skate out here. So no matter where you are, this footwork, you can do it slow, you can do it fast. There are so many different skills within it. We will be using that pushing and that stretching. We will also use the back cross to then go into an Ina Bauer and so many other skills. So no matter what level you're at, you can do this. And I want you to give it a shot. I want you to start small, start with just a little bit of speed, slowly build yourself up, break the footwork into different pieces. You don't have to do the whole thing. Work on the individual skills, a lot of which are within this month's practice schedule, and you will be totally set. Now for our practice this week, speaking of that Ina Bauer or a spread eagle, the difference between a spread eagle and an Ina Bauer is a spread eagle is both legs straight, and Ina Bauer is that leading leg bent. I love the Ina Bauer. I think it is one of the prettiest skills you can do, and I really enjoy doing it. I put it in the footwork as well, so we'll get plenty of practice on it. I love doing it from a back cross, and that's what I did in the footwork. So you can combine both things that we're gonna practice in week 1 and in week 2 to do the back cross into that Ina Bauer. You can make it as big as you want it to be, as little as you want it to be. Again, know that all of the skills that we work on, You can work on these from any level. I will specify if something is more difficult. On the website, I'm able to do a bit more with labeling than on YouTube, but on the website, the GIF that shows you what skill we're going to work on has a difficulty level. So you can take a look at that. But for the most part, skills are available for everyone, and every level can try a skill. So you may be working on the inside edges to get that to happen. You may be working on the bend to get it to stretch. No matter what part you're working on, there is something for everyone. Trust me on that. You do not have to be amazing. You don't have to have any prior knowledge to start learning these things. Okay, week 3. Week 3, we will be working on drills 14. Now, drills 14 is about stretching that free leg. We will not be moving at all in drills, so you can do this with skates on, you can do it without skates on, but we will be working on your stretching of the free leg. We will be working on balancing as well, just because, you know, we have to on skates. So we will be pointing, we will be stretching, we will be moving that free leg in different positions, making sure your core is stable enough to hold you, even without rolling. Now, I love drills. I love drilling things over and over and over again until I really feel confident before I start rolling with it. I've always been that way. I will probably always be that way, but I am kind of a scared skater. I am not someone who is comfortable with just going out there without thinking too much about it prior to doing it. And I also hate falling with a passion. And I do not believe you have to fall in order to learn. Some people do believe that. I am not one of those people. I would love for you to start even off skates, on grass, on a rug. Really make sure you are stable before you go and do anything rolling. Now, same is true with these drills. I want you to really focus on your body position, on your weight into the ground. All of the drills can be done stationary. All of them can be done without skates. Please check those out. They are very, very important. I need to do them more than I do. I suggest doing it about 2 to 3 times a week. Picking a drill, there are so many to choose from. And then you also within the membership have access to the Mind, Body, Soul section, and that is completely off skates. So that is just for your own health to keep you moving day in, day out. Check those out, please. And as always, let me know if you have any questions at all. Now, our skill for this week is our 2-foot transition, our 2-foot turn. Some people call this a pivot. I like to call it an assisted turn. This was a new skill on the site and on YouTube last month, and I want you to check it out again because it is very important and it is very, very useful. When I am skating, especially outside, and I see something and I have to go around it, you can do this on different edges. You don't have to be going flat on a surface. So you can move around obstacles and then turn around with ease. So check that out. And then for practice, we will be doing our outer back heel to heel transition. So that's on an outer back edge transitioning to go forward. You can do this how I just did it on 2 feet. You don't have to do almost anything on 1 foot. You can assist yourself with your other foot. But when you get very comfortable, you can fully balance on that outer back edge and step. This is a simple transition, but I wouldn't say it's an easy transition. Our bodies don't love to rotate all the way around, so it can be a little bit tricky, but your edges will help you with this. So if you press really nice edges, that means pressing to the outside, pressing to the inside, you can help yourself get around and not have to really work so hard. Yeah, you're working hard down here, but you don't have to rotate as far because that edge will get you around and you can step easier. Try to hold your lean and hold your lean when you step. Think about skating around a corner. You want to maintain your body position around that corner. All right, our final week, week 4, we are doing our footwork again. So because we have the whole month to learn this footwork, you can break it up in half. You can learn it get it into your body. And then the second time we work on this in the 4th week, you can really perfect it. Start adding your style, adding different elements. Just like choreography, you can add or take away anything you want in that. You don't have to do the footwork exactly how I do it. If you want to add a little section of your own, please do it. If you want to take out a section that's just not working for you, that's totally fine too. But as I said before, this footwork has a lot of different skills. The second half of the footwork uses cross pulls, a marching turn, that's an outer forward 3 turn and an outer back 3 turn back to back, which is going to be our practice for this week. But there are so many different things. We even do a really big backward spiral at the end of it and then step forward. So everything that we work on this month, that is why I build these as I do throughout each month. We use everything that we have worked on throughout the entire month leading up to this. So I left possibly the hardest skill as our practice this week to really finish it off, and that is the marching turns. Like I said, marching turns are an outer forward 3 turn and an outer back 3 turn, one after the other. You can do them just like that, like take your time, do one, pause, do the other, or you can do it one after the other really quick, like that. There are many different ways. I almost ran into a patch of grass. There are many different ways to do it, and there is no correct or wrong way, really. There are so many technical things to think about in this, and it's supposed to be fun. I want you to remember that. Yes, we are learning skills. We are challenging our bodies. We are challenging our minds. All of this, we are working so hard, and skating is so good for us. It is 100% a full body sport. It's cardio, it's strength training. We literally have weights at the ends of our feet. There is so much happening, and we are using so much of our bodies that we don't typically use in daily life. There is a lot of extra balance that comes into this, and I am so proud of you for giving this a try. I am so proud of you for taking time for yourself and really challenging yourself. And I want you to know that I am right here with you. I have not, in the past few months, have not been skating as much as I want to, and I am right here, right now, with you, saying I'm going to be practicing more. I want to practice more. I kind of took a little break. I guess I may have needed it. And now I'm like hungry to practice. So it can be a good thing to take a break, but I'm back and better than ever. I'm ready to go. So I hope you join me this month. I hope you check out the memberships. Again, you can get them at thatnicolefiore.com or on my YouTube channel. And I will see you later.